Okay.
Well, I mean, I could answer it, but it would just be so honest.
All right. Now, okay. Last question or second to last question. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Is social media good or bad for society when it comes to dating? Explain.
Are you a bitch or are you not a bitch?
Wait, what?
All right, so social media is super fun when you're dating. Like, send each other cute little TikToks, fun TikToks, funny TikToks. Like, post each other, super cute, tweet about each other, retweet. Fun. Everything's fun. But it could be so, like, detrimental, like, going through following, going through, like, shitty things you reposted.
In the background. Too loud.
Shut up.
Too loud. Go ahead.
But, like, it can be all fun and games until it's not. That's my thing about it. It could be super fun. It could be super healthy and great, like posting each other, making the other person feel secure in the relationship. There's a super fine line, though.
Okay, but do you think it's
have
bad?
to admit that,
Hold on. Do you think it's bad or if it's good? Which side are you more so on when it comes to dating and social media? Is it more so bad or is it more so good?
I'm going to say good because one thing about me, I'm not deleting shit. I already went through that relationship. That was hell. I'm not deleting shit. Put a gun to my head. I don't give a fuck.
There's so many things I disagree with in what you're saying. All right.
And I have a rebuttal for all of them. So
all right, let's get it. So let's say you get with a dude that you admire, you respect, etc. He's a good dude, right, etc. And
when
he says,
have I admired a man? Never. The answer is never. Continue though. You got it.
all right, you admire a dude, you respect a dude, you're dating a dude, y'all have a nice relationship, okay?
Sure.
He says, this certain picture I don't like because you are being thotty, you're being hoish. I haven't seen your Instagram, so I don't necessarily
You
know
have.
that.
He rated me a 6 on my Instagram.
I forgot. Anyway, he says, hey, I don't like this certain picture, I don't like this certain pose or this certain blah, blah, blah. You're telling me that you're not going to take it down. You're telling me that you're not going to be like, okay, I consider your feelings and I consider your point of view. I'll take it down.
Are you joking me? I'm going to tell that motherfucker to kick rocks.
I
would tell him to kick rocks. I dated a guy who would watch my TikToks and be like, you need to delete them. For what? I am lip syncing. You know how fucking stupid you have to be to lip sync? I was lip syncing. Who the fuck gives a shit? Nobody.
Well, it depends. What were you wearing? I haven't seen it, so I can't.
That's what I was going to say. He always had to do with what I was wearing. My thing is, I'm going home to you at the end of the night. I don't reply to anyone. If I'm dating someone, they have every opportunity to go through my phone. You can see if I'm replying to someone. You can see if I reply to the comments. It's public information.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
If I'm not doing that, then I should be able to wear whatever I want because I'm not being disloyal. I'm still going home to you.
No. If you wearing thotty shit, that's disloyal.
One thing about me, I'm finna wear a bra. When I wear a bra, my tits look huge. Any girl could.
Hold on. So you just be wearing bras and lip syncing?
Yes. No. I wear a shirt, but it's just like, as a woman, if you put on a bra and you have a shirt on that happens to show cleavage, something's gonna pop out.
Okay, let's get away from that because I actually agree with you. But for that, no, I'm talking about for that particular point that you just said.
Rewind to the very beginning of the video. First question.
All right, no, for that particular little point right there, I agree with you. But what I'm more so talking about is he says, hey, I don't think that this is appropriate because you in a relationship with me. I don't want you to have this photo up. Do you think that you would delete it or you would not delete it?
I would think if I was dating someone and they said, I feel disrespected by this photo or I'm not comfortable with this photo, I would delete it. Not in a way that I'm like, I agree with you, I look like a slut. Or like anything like that. I would delete it specifically for the fact that I would never want someone I'm with to be uncomfortable or feel disrespected.
Okay. It's less so about the uncomfortable and more so about disrespect. And it's about if you are with a woman, right, she's a representation of you. So if she's throwing thotty pictures up on the Instagram, etc., they don't be like, oh, that's, blah, 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 she's a hoe. No, they be like, oh, no, that's Don Jay's girl. She's a hoe. So for a man and for a male perspective, we want you to represent us to the best of your ability versus being throwing thotty pictures up on the internet. Now, I can contextually see if that was your job to be a dancer and you dance on the internet, or if it was your job to do certain things, and I accepted that at the beginning of you was the OnlyFans girl, even though I would never, but you was the OnlyFans girl, then I can understand that contextually. But if you're throwing thotty pictures up on the Instagram, you're just looking for male attention. You're looking for validation. That's just, no, and that's not going to fly. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I have some photos that have nothing to do with male attention. There is not, that's why I'm rated a fucking 6. Anyways, no, like, I have for example, there is a photo of me on a boat. I have, like, no cleavage showing, and you can't see my ass or anything, but I'm very obviously in a bikini on a boat.
Yeah.
And the person I was talking to at the time was like, what the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. And I told him to eat shit. For the example, my body was really not showing. You can see I'm in a bikini. That's fine. You're insecure. If
insecure.
But, no, 100%. If my tits were, like, out, and I was like, a silly little caption like, what color is it? You know what I'm talking about? Like, how pink it is.
You're trying to gain attention. Yeah, I get that.
If you want a fucking response, yes. I completely understand. Like, delete it immediately. Like,
okay.
That's how I know she's for the streets.
Okay.
Back on that question, that's how I know you're for the streets.
Okay.
But other than that, it's like, it's out of respect. And I completely understand that. If someone feels disrespected, it doesn't fucking matter. You're with that person. You made a decision to be with that person. If they're being like, I don't like this picture, have respect for the person you chose to be with.
And delete it, yes.
Yes, it's like simple as that.
Okay. Now going back to the original question, you're saying, is it good or bad? And you said, it's good. Why? And then put a button on that so I can answer it too.
I think it's good because I know a lot of girls who have been insecure in the relationship, but the guy posts them and it makes them feel better. For example,
the guy posts them and like showing off like, this is my girl type shit.
Yeah, like this is my girlfriend. She's amazing. Like anything, like just Snapchatting people back and it's a picture of them.
I got you. Okay.
Girls, I guarantee you they'd be like, oh my God.
Okay.
I love you. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I would say when in the context of dating, it made men worse and women better when it comes to the options, right? All it done, social media, is globalize the dating market spot. So now a dude that you would normally date that's in your high school, that lives in your town, now you're getting hit up by Drake, by Future, whoever the fuck, name, fill in the blank. So now the dude that you would have married and you would have got a relationship with that was in your town is less to you because you have access to higher dudes and higher status
Who
dudes.
the fuck are you talking to? Are you talking to like Instagram baddies? Like fucking...
No, what do you mean? Hold on.
What do you mean? Drake's not gonna just talk to a fucking small town girl from...
Yes,
actually,
they do.
I was gonna say.
I was about to say, what are you talking about? The big dudes that have the blue check marks, they hit up normal girls all the time. What do you mean?
I'm a 6. Yeah, I'm never letting that go.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Anyway, so point is, men now are much more competition because girls typically want the highest caliber that they can get, right? So now since her town or her school or her college or etc. was a certain way and you had access to those dudes, now you have access to every dude in the world. So now the dudes that you would have found attractive that was in your college, etc., is less attractive because you have access to the top tier dudes. So for me personally, I think it almost fucked up the game of dating because it put most of the power...
You're talking to girls for the streets.
What?
You're talking to girls for the streets. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's not even girls for the streets. It's girls in
joking?
general. It's girls in general.
No. Don't say girls in general.
It's girls in general.
Are you joking? If Drake DM'd me, he'd be left on red. I love
Cap. Where's my cap button at?
Shut the fuck up because he was on my top 3 music.
No.
He's not cute.
Okay, I
don't think he's a good person.
Let's not stick to specifics. I'm not saying Drake specifically. I'm saying your crush of someone that you admire, that you may watch all the time, a famous actor, a famous musician. If they DM'd you, you might be inclined to answer. So not necessarily Drake, but a person that you find admire, and maybe you might be different. Oh my God. But
Shut the fuck up.
majority of women, they would take that chance and say, damn, that's my ultimate dude. Of course I'm gonna take that chance. I'm gonna fly to Dubai. I'm gonna fucking do all this other extra shit.
I don't have a passport. I don't know what to say. Like, I guess I'm fucking different. I don't want to be different than other girls, but like, I don't have a passport. I'm not flying to Dubai. I'll leave Drake on red. I don't know any of... I was going to say I don't know any of the rappers. That's not true. But like, T Grizzly, I love T Grizzly. I'm obsessed with T Grizzly. He would message me.
If T Grizzly messaged you and you was fucking had a argument with your guy, right?
Shut the fuck up.
And y'all was not on good terms, I guarantee you were gonna be like, hey, this shit looking a little interesting. Let me message back. Let me at least entertain this and going forward.
No. I would message, even if I had a man, I would message him back. I would tell my man, I'm not fucking T Grizzly. Never in my life would I.
Then that doesn't make sense. You're missing the point then. No, you're missing the point.
You're missing the point because you said earlier about like girls not having guy friends. Girls don't like me. I love them.
But no. What I said earlier was signs that a girl is for the streets is girls having mostly guy friends. That is signs that girls for the streets. She should be able to have female friends because she's a female. That doesn't make sense.
I have female friends, but like.
Anyway, carrying on. So ultimately, I'm just saying for societal, for internet purposes, it gave all the power to the top tier dudes, and then it gave all the power to the women, and then the dudes that are just average and regular are left at the bottom scrambling for fucking seconds.
I'm going to let you sit on that with your, how many followers? 18,000? 20,000? 30,000? He's going to sit on that by himself. I have nothing to say about that.
All right. And then what are your final thoughts and then your Instagram?
My final thoughts are that you believe in gender roles, which is fine because...
Of course I do. Everybody should.
Oh my God. I wish you could like edit this and like just zoom in on people's faces because this is insane. Anyways, yes, he believes in gender roles, which is completely fine. Uh-huh. And he's a sweetie patootie pie. He was very respectful. Everything he said, even when they were dead wrong, he was so respectful about it. So I'll give him that.
She's sassy.
My Instagram is Nami and Meeks _ Except I don't know if that's my Instagram. I just made that up.
All right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to play Red Pill and Chill with your friends and family at your events or just chilling type shit and you want to play Red Pill and Chill, get it on Amazon. All you got to do is type in Red Pill and Chill or go to redpillandchill.com. If you want to follow her to her fake Instagram, her real Instagram, the link to the description will be in the link to her Instagram will be in the description below.
Have you stuttering, huh?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Join the Patreon army and I'm out. Peace. The fuck? I can't wait to post that shit.